doing, Yuri?
Yuri, you're such a sleepyhead.
Looks like I overslept a little. My hair is a mess.
Is that all you're worried about?
Sounds like we're all good.
Here you go.
You pulled it off. Now we just need Judy and Estelle.
Here I am. Good morning, everyone.
Oh, morning, Judith.
Were you able to get in touch with Pharaoh?
Yes, but you won't like what he told me about Zaude. He says it's a place that must be left undisturbed by both Interlocheia and humans.
I wonder why.
Such an encouraging send-off.
Well, it's not like we can just say, "Oh, thanks for telling us," and not go. Alexei's at Zaude, and I'm really not in a mood to just let him go.
We can't just turn back now.
You're right. Pharaoh will have to understand.
We already came this far. We can't stop now.
Besides, if we just ignore him, the whole world's gonna be in all kinds of trouble.
That's the spirit. Now we just need Estelle. Rita, did you see her?
Estelle won't be coming. She can't fight anymore.
Wait, you don't mean...
The control was a success, but she needs to avoid air interference in order to keep her power from activating.
Huh? But all Blastia need air to work, don't they?
Yes, so I tried the same thing as Raven. Using her own life energy for power.
Are you serious? I really wouldn't recommend that.
I couldn't find any other way. At least she can use formulas without worrying about air. But it's not just controlling the power of the child of the full moon. Even Arts will use her life. She could be in serious danger if she had to exert herself.
Oh no!
So she won't be coming with us anymore.
And was she okay with that?
No.
Estelle!
Hey! You're just here to see us off, right?
Rita, I'm sorry. Please take me with you.
What did I tell you? You'll lose your life just by using your arts. You could go on living with no problem if you just wouldn't use them.
I sat up all night thinking about what you told me. At first I thought, finally, I'll be able to live a normal life.
Yeah, you've suffered enough. You can rest now.
Thank you, Rita. You all are risking your lives to fight. Even the fate of this world is at stake. Knowing that, my only choice is to fight alongside you.
Estelle.
There are still things I can do for my friends. So I'm asking you, please, take me with you.
I want to tell you no, but you decided this for yourself. I won't turn you down.
Yes, and she doesn't really listen when she sets her mind to something.
Let's take her. Nobody likes having their friends run off to steal all the fun.
Yeah, we'll all help out to make this easy on her.
We're gonna blow that scoundrel away!
Promise me one thing. You will never, never push yourself too hard. Got it? I'll never forgive you if you break that promise.
All right.
Trying to forbid this bunch from pushing themselves is pretty pointless.
Thank goodness. It looks like I made it in time.
Huh? Prince Yoder and Flynn, too?
My, what an honor for His Highness to see us off himself.
There you go again with that attitude of yours.
You may have already heard, but the supply of ships has been delayed, so the knights are not yet able to leave for battle. Under normal circumstances, the knights should be the ones taking the initiative here, but you civilians have shouldered it. As head of the Empire, I must apologize.
Don't sweat it. It's not like we're doing this for the Knights or for the Empire anyway.
This may be a bit presumptuous, but I would like to ask that you take Flynn in their place.
Huh?
Your Highness.
At this moment, both in name and in substance, Flynn is the greatest knight in the Empire. I am sure that he will be of great use to you. Wouldn't you agree?
But I must command the knights.
As soon as the knights are ready, I will send them after you. You should be able to entrust your men with that much. Besides, are you not the one who desires most to settle things personally with Alexei?
Your Highness.
I, Eodor Argrios Hirasain, hereby command you on behalf of the Empire, Imperial Knight Flynn Shifo. Join forces with the Guild, brave Vesperia, and stop Alexei.
Yes, sir. You heard His Highness. I'll be counting on you, Yuri.
Even if I refused, you'd still come along, wouldn't you?
So our next problem is just how to go about actually getting to Zaude.
That's already been handled, right, Judy?
Yes, of course. We still have that important friend of ours.
Oh, is he okay?
I told you, he's strong.
Yep, we'll be able to use the Fiertia in no time.
So everything's ready. This is it, the final battle.
Flynn, aren't you tired from all that fighting?
It's far from enough to wear me out.
Is it just me, or does combat seem to invigorate him? Like a couple other people I could name.
Who?
Who indeed?
I didn't get as many chances to fight at the front after I rose to captain. This is an opportunity to keep myself in fighting form.
Whatever excuse you come up with, you're still a fighting maniac.
I've never been called a fighting maniac before.
Here I was thinking Flynn was normal.
She doesn't think we're normal.
Shocking, right?
What sort of person did you believe me to be, Rita?
Huh? Why ask now?
I mean, I never would have thought you'd think one of Yuri's friends was normal.
Yeah, you really are Yuri's type.
I'm right here, both of you.
So, why are we here again?
Don't we have other stuff to do?
Well, we've come this far. It wouldn't hurt to just go and say hello to Pharaoh.
I'm hoping he won't be around.
What's this?
It's like a hole just opened up in the sky.
Oh, that. It is a phantom rift. Pharaoh made it.
What the hell is a phantom rift?
Jormungand, the town where we met Duke, was an illusion that Pharaoh made.
There wasn't anything left but ruins that second time we went there.
It kind of makes sense if what we saw in Jormungand was from the same time as the ghost ship.
Besides Duke, that is.
Yeah, that's probably what happened.
And you say Pharaoh made this thing?
Yes.
It seems like Pharaoh's not around here anywhere.
He's not responding to my calls either.
Hey! What's going on here?
No!
Whoa!
That stupid kid!
Let's go.
Carol, are you okay?
I'm okay. That was crazy.
This is Jormungand.
Or the illusion of it that Pharaoh made.
There's no one around.
Could Pharaoh be here?
Perhaps.
Let's have a look around. So now we've got the gang back together.
I'm so glad to be with you all again.
Same here.
Likewise.
You must take care not to strain yourself.
Remember, there's a limit to what we can do.
You know, one step at a time.
Huh? What's up?
I think Rapide just welcomed me back.
No, Rapide's already off over there.
Should have seen that coming.
What brings you here?
We're just travelers passing through.
I'm sorry, but there is no longer an inn or any shops in this town.
Are you here alone?
Yes, it's just me.
You wouldn't happen to be the sage, would you?
The humans of this town once called me that.
Huh? But didn't the sage die? Shh.
This is an illusion Pharaoh made, right?
So that would mean this is actually the Jormungand of 1,000 years ago.
Yeah, I wonder if the lack of a barrier Blastia is the reason everyone else took off.
How perceptive. Blastia cannot easily be acquired, nor do we have the clear Ciel crystal. The children of the full moon should never have signed the pact with the Interlakeia.
Pact?
They agreed to bury most of the Blastia, with the children standing watch over the rest.
In order to protect against the Adaphagos.
So then, the ancient civilization didn't collapse. It was sealed up.
Well, I thought you were perceptive, but now I see you actually know nothing.
What?
Supervising the use of Blastia. Doesn't that remind you of the Empire today?
Well, Estelle is a child of the full moon, not to mention one of the heirs to the throne.
Wait, so then the children of the full moon must have founded the Empire.
Please, there is no need to speak in hushed tones. The pact will surely be forsaken, unless, that is, all Blastia can be done away with for good.
But people couldn't live like they do now without Blastia.
A certain type of life can be led, even without Blastia.
Yeah, the inconvenient type.
So it has always been. They come to depend on anything that eases the burdens of life.
Yet even knowing that, you help the people of this town to build a barrier, Blastia?
I too was poisoned by the desire for greater things. I couldn't ignore the convenience.
Now what kind of a sage does that?
To be a sage means only to be rich in knowledge. I too belong to the society of people.
Being a saint isn't a prerequisite for leadership then, huh?
Well put. And the children of the full moon are no different. The role of supervisor will turn into one of absolute authority before long.
What does that mean?
It's pretty clear if you look at what the Empire's become.
Anyway, nothing remains in this village. Not even Blastia. You are welcome to stay the night, if you don't mind the ramblings of an old man.
Thanks. It looks like Baol is back to his old self.
There's plenty of air for him to absorb. He seems to have used it to heal his wounds.
For all the trouble Alexei's caused, he's helping us out in some unexpected ways.
That's not going to get him off the hook, though.
He can go wherever he likes. With Baul to help us, there's no place we can't follow.
Kind of dizzy.
I can't believe he kept us up all night telling those stories.
Well, I was fascinated by his epic tale of the girl who fought with a frying pan and a ladle.
Estelle, it sounds like you want to hear even more stories.
Yeah, well, you can count me out.
Anyway, this is quite impressive for something that's just an illusion.
It's so weird. It's an illusion, but we can talk with people and everything feels so real.
Perhaps it's because these things really did exist at one point in the past.
Humans could never give up Blastia completely, which has brought us to where we are today.
The Empire was only meant to monitor the Blastia, but they started digging them up and studying them.
The Entelechea despise the Blastia, but humans just can't let them go. When someone as strong as Pharaoh tells you not to go messing with Zaude, it makes you wonder.
I wish he'd use regular words when he talked, though.
Definitely. If it's really all that dangerous, you'd think he'd want to make himself clear.
Maybe it was something Pharaoh had difficulty expressing in his own way. He did take the time to warn us. That shows at least some concern for our well-being, right?
You mean that maybe he's warmed up to us a bit?
Yes.
Looking at Flynn, I can say, there's a knight captain. But it's really hard to picture Raven in charge of a bunch of knights.
I don't think it's possible until he gets rid of that shady aura he carries around.
It could be that he's only concealing his knightly dignity to complete his disguise as Raven.
I don't know if he and Dignity have even been in the same room together.
Captain Schwan was a man of grace and honor. His skills were renowned, which kept him on constant secret missions. Every knight knew his name, and nearly everyone envied his ability to carry out his duties with poise.
Huh? Is that true?
And while he was scrupulous, he knew how to care for those under him, so he always had their trust.
After seeing 3 of them, I can see he was well liked.
The more I hear about him, the further he seems from that old man.
That's why I'm telling you, I'm not Schwan.
When did he get here?
Listen to yourselves, carrying on as though nobody's around.
But sometimes you do say things that Captain Schwan would. You continue to carry his quality, however quietly.
Knock that off, would you?
So that's Zaude. It's huge.
It's sort of shaped like a ring.
Anybody with fingers big enough for that wouldn't have any trouble taking over the world.
There's no way Alexei could fit that on his finger.
I wonder if we'll get in without being seen.
Whoa, look! Over there!
Pharaoh. But Pharaoh's one of the strongest in Telekea.
And even he couldn't do anything to it. What did we get ourselves into?
It reconstituted itself by manipulating the air. What processing speed?
Is that the power Alexei was after?
Let's go in from below. Pharaoh's doing all the work, but at least he's got Alexei looking up for now.
Pharaoh, thank you. I'd like to know one thing before we begin this battle. Just how strong is this Commandant?
I heard he earned his knighthood when he won a royal tournament during the previous emperor's reign.
I got to cross swords with him once, and I didn't last more than 3 minutes.
His title is more than mere decoration. His skill puts him well above his fellow knights.
He's the strongest among them, huh?
And don't forget, he's surrounded by his royal guard.
None of this sounds very promising.
Hey, we've got De Nomos, don't we?
Besides, we've been through all kinds of stuff together on this journey.
Yeah, we're tighter than any kind of guard, royal or not.
All right, so say we handle the royal guard. It's still a coin toss in the end.
I guess we'll never be too prepared when it comes to facing Alexei.
Any error will likely cost lives.
Right. We'll have to give it everything we've got.
Man, up close, this thing is bigger than I thought.
Is this really one big Blastia? There's no way.
It's gotta be a Hopeland Blastia designed to threaten everyone in the world.
It must possess unimaginable power.
Hey, look! It's a ship!
Is it the knights?
No, I can't believe they'd make it here this fast. It's probably the Royal Guard.
That must mean... Yep, the entrance is closely guarded.
They're swarming like sea roaches.
There aren't that many. We could blow them away before they knew what hit them.
Easy. We're not here to get noticed. Let's see if there isn't some other way in.
So Pharaoh's been absorbing air too. Is he trying to restabilize it?
We owe him one for keeping the fight up this long.
No, I don't think that's it. My guess is he's taking in all that air to disable Zaude's power source.
That way he'll be able to mess with Alexei's plans, right?
Right. Right, Judith?
Oh, me? What was the question?
Never mind.
It'll be easy if we can just get inside. We'll stop everything in one shot.
Wish it were that easy, kid, but we'll be up to our ears in traps and royal guards.
Gotta admire his confidence.
Do you really mean that?
Pharaoh, please be okay.
There's a breeze. It's a vent.
Leave it to me.
Are we going to enter through here?
It might not be what you're used to as a knight, but yeah.
Rita, don't worry. I'm fine.
Please, I'm not worried.
You clearly are.
Oh, shut up. Hurry up and get that thing open.
You're the only one shouting.
Got it.
Wonderful. Let's take a look. We've seen plenty of Blastia so far. This one's in a different class altogether.
If this was made at the end of the Garayo civilization, it may contain clues to all their technology.
Chances are pretty good if the building we saw in that relief in Yorzo is actually Zaude.
So is there a connection between the Cataclysm and the Autophagos?
If it does come from the end of the Garayo civilization, maybe it can turn back the Autophagos.
I wonder if that's why they carved the relief. It all adds up, but I keep going back to Pharaoh's words.
About disturbing Zaude? Thinking about it isn't likely to get us anywhere. We just have to go on.
Raven,
What you need, lad?
I know this is a subject you would like to avoid, but I want to ask you something as a knight.
Why would Schwann obey Alexei's orders? Is it?
I cannot believe Captain Schwann would be so blind as to miss the nefariousness of Alexei's deeds.
You put too much stock into Schwann. His head was as empty as a tin soldier's. The Schwann that would fulfill his duty like a puppet died a decade ago.
That would not change, even if he knew what he does now?
Well, I don't think he would have seen a Blasty of that size coming. But he still might have followed Alexei to the last. But you never can know, can you?
Is the reason you wish to settle things now because you have chosen to live as Raven?
There are some folks who took this old man seriously. So I guess I can't die just yet. But if I'm going to live on, then I've got to make up for what Schwann did.
So a fortuitous encounter changed you.
That's putting it a bit dramatically.
Run into another pile of trouble when the Knights catch up and you're with us? I won't be laughing if we mess things up before we can deal with Alexei.
That young woman Knight will be difficult. What will you do about her?
She's put me on too high a pedestal. I believe that a line can be drawn between good and evil in this world.
And she thinks that you're the one who can draw that line.
But reality is not so simple.
Right. I hope she realizes that soon. I have a feeling she will.
Sounds to me like she's got blinders on.
Yeah, I think Applehead will catch on faster.
Yuri, you really shouldn't call him that. Witcher is an exceptional mage who represents the future hopes of Aspio.
Him?
Hadn't you heard?
I guess I just wasn't interested. Now that I think of it, I think he may have been more on the ball than the others.
Even after our request for assistance expired, he continued to aid myself and other knights. He is earnest and dedicated.
You care about your crew, Flynn. I'm sure you're a top-rate captain.
Understands your feelings, Flynn.
If His Highness has got your back, you've got no choice but to charge forward.
Yes, I shall not disappoint him.
I didn't think he'd order you to go with us and stop Alexei. That little prince? I thought he was just a softie. He's got sharp eyes.
Idealism alone won't get you very far. But if he can make clever moves like that, he'll be a fine emperor.
We'd all be in trouble if he couldn't.
An eye for the big picture, the ability to use the right people, and noble intent. A full package like that is pretty rare.
Don't worry. I have faith in Yoda.
Anyway, Yoder told us to take you with us, so I hope you're ready for back-breaking work.
Of course. I shall not waste His Highness's favor.
Good. Then let's go. I've been wondering about this for a while now.
What?
How come the Royal Guard is so loyal to Alexei?
That's true. You'd think they'd have come to their senses by now.
Well, did you know that most of the Imperial Knights are taken as apprentices from the nobility?
Yeah, I wish I could forget.
Well, the Royal Guard protects the Emperor, and they're made up of the finest soldiers in the Imperial Knights.
Hasn't it been several years since we've had an emperor, though?
Exactly. In that time, the Commandant's cleverly made those knights into his own personal army.
It doesn't seem like that'd be enough to turn them into such little lapdogs, though.
Well, the ideals he offered them were attractive in their own ways. Lead our empire to prosperity, what have you.
They were all so enamored with him, earnestly believing his every word. Even now, I imagine they believe in him. I cannot blame them for that.
But if you realize what kind of person he is, Flynn, then why can't they...
The world would probably be a better place if all those guys figured out the truth on their own.
We have a great opening now!
It's nothing personal.
spirits of the wind! Raging blast!
That will suffice.
We should really enjoy these little times together.
Moonbeam! Dragon Sword!
Moonbeam! Try Soul Shine!
Dragon Sword!
Photon!
Dragon Swarm! Brutal Blade! Base!
Power that tries...
Man, I want some more.
Blows! Dragons! Base!
Power that tries Soul Shine!
Demonic Chaos!
Moonlight Blast! Luna Ascendant! Come! Ultra Light!
Dragon Swarm!
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I can't believe we're inside a weapon.
Carol, wait.
Huh?
Get out here. You're too old for hide and seek.
Bravo! Bravo, my lads. Splendid! Such keen intuition, such sharpened instincts. Simply splendid.
Jaeger! What is it this time? Are you gonna show us how to get to Alexei?
Yeah, oh yeah, I will show you the way. To hell, that is.
Just which way's the wind blowing with this guy anyway?
Have you forgotten, my pretties? We are still sworn enemies, you know. Things were destined to end this way between us.
Is this another trap?
It's just like you said. We're enemies. So let's do what enemies do.
You are correct. Come.
Bring it.
Terribly sorry, but friendship does not last an eternity.
But the guilds working together would bring so much to the people of the world.
Now that is a fantasy.
You're right. Let's finish this.
Hear the symphony of my attack.
Dragon!
Watch out!
All right.
Be gone! Let it be!
Dragon Swarm!
We're not done yet. Silver light!
Dragon Swarm!
Flying arrow! Flying arrow!
Dragon Swarm! Demonic Circle!
Healing Circle Beam! You're finished! New blade!
Demonic Circle!
All right. Yeah! Pow Hammer!
Dragon Swarm! Crystal Show!
Beam! Silver light! Angel Ring!
Flying arrow!
Blow you away!
Gun Moon!
Flying arrow!
Dragon!
Arise, open the
Amusing! Very amusing!
Healing Circle Beam!
Well, aren't you something? I suppose it's time to reveal my true power.
He's just showing off.
Wait, that's a Hermes Blastia?
So that's the ace up his sleeve.
Guess there's nothing you could do. But I don't care.
I will send anyone who gazes on this to the deepest abyss.
I don't think so.
Hurry up and yield to me, otherwise you will die here.
You're the one going to hell.
This battle with you will make my heart a legend. Stop and kick.
Oh, power that time souls shine!
All right.
Photon! Luna Ascendant!
Time to say bye-bye. Caress of death!
Holy power, come to me!
Dragon Sword! That's enough! My turn next! Dragon Sword!
Newman Blade! Moonbeam! You're finished!
You have won.
Very well.
We won, but
Poor thing.
Wunderbar.
You know, I'm not really one for vengeance and all, but this is for the Don.
Be careful. He might still have something up his sleeve.
No. These sleeves are empty. This is... yeah. This is it.
Your chest. Did Alexei do that to you as well?
I wonder... But what's done is done.
Why? Why did you fight alone? With nothing, and no one to help you?
Goodbye.
Wait, where's Alexei? What is he trying to accomplish?
Why?
Leviathan's Claw. What a sad ending.
Hey.
They were both crying.
What was that all about?
He was an awful person, but maybe he also...
Alexei, your transgressions against Lady Estellise and Captain Schwann shall not go unpunished. But I cannot believe your vision was entirely lies. Before we battle, I want to know why this happened.
If you keep making a face like that, you'll scare away all the fish.
Forgive me. Thinking of the upcoming fight against Alexei makes me tense.
I know how you feel. I've got a score to settle with Alexei myself.
We're all alike on that point.
But Alexei isn't around at the moment, so relax and have yourself a skewer or two.
Good idea.
What do you say, Flynn? My skewers can't be beat.
I shall relish eating them.
Trained by knights. I won't lose.
Don't move! Feel this holy power! Beam!
Rising boulder!
Feel this holy power!
Dragon Sword!
Nice moves! Moonbeam!
of victory!
Okay.
Yay!
Jaeger.
You and he were in the same position, but took entirely different paths in life.
Yeah, one of us stayed with the Knights, and the other became a guild chief. But both of us ended up spineless men that did whatever we were told. I was only with the Don because I was ordered to be there.
Is that true?
I was sent in undercover to spy on the Union. The Don caught on, of course, but he let the whole thing slide.
He was like, if you're after my head, then try me anytime.
Hey, that sums it up nicely. There's no hiding from you.
And your pride kept you beholden to the Union as well.
Exactly. I was leading a double life. I'm a mess of a man, I'll say.
Perhaps if Jaeger met up with the Dawn, his course might have changed as well.
Watch my back.
Try it!
Oh, power, give me the protection!
Feel this holy power!
Careless.
Let me thy divine protection! Feel this holy power!
Arise, O light of light! Healing
Dragon Swarm!
The secret of my strength is a secret.
dead.
Stay cautious.
Lunarize! First aid! Frankenstein! Luna Ascendant! I'm okay! We're not done yet. Luna Ascendant! I'm okay!
Dragon!
Holy power, come to me!
Damn it.
We're not done yet. Holy power, come to me! First aid! Moonlight Havoc!
All right.
I'm okay. I can't just lie around. Crescent Sky! Yeah, Luna Ascendant!
All right.
We're not done yet.
That didn't work.
Crescent Moon! Healing Circle!
Dragon Swarm. Did that not work?
Holy power, come to me! First aid! Oh, really matters is great as your favor!
How distressing.
Nurse! Moonbeam!
All right.
Moonlight Blast! Moonbeam! Silverlight!
Dragon Swarm.
We have to keep going! Lunafang! Lunarondo! Arise, light of light! Dawn Moon! Moonbeam! I'm okay! Crescent Moon! Moonbeam! Someone protect me while I'm casting. Okay. Arise, light of life!
First aid. All right.
Healing Circle!
Come forth, spirits of the west.
Lunastorm!
Mistral Soul.
Oh, really, the angels grant us your favor.
Dragon Swarm.
Everything's spinning. Oh, really, angels grant us your favor. Nurse!
That didn't work. Dragon.
Everything's spinning. Luna Gale!
All right.
I'm okay. It's a light of life.
All right.
I can't just lie around. Healing Circle!
Sonic Thrust. Did that not work? Sever. That didn't work.
Power, come to me.
I'm not done yet. This.
First aid!
All right.
Yeah, Lunarize! Light!
Blow you away.
First aid! Moonbeam!
Dragon. That didn't work.
Is that the best you can do?
I'm not done yet.
Holy power, come to me! Holy power, come to me! Ascendant! First aid! Everything's spinning! Holy power, come to me! Holy power, is that the best you can do?
Come forth, spirits. Someone aid me.
Okay. This is dangerous.
Find energy.
I'm okay.
Force squares in the wind.
Oh, brilliant angels, grant us your favor. Done yet. Is that the best you can do?
Find energy. First aid.
Is that the best you can do? Angel ring. Moonbeam. Found its weakness.
I shall use this.
Oh, you don't protection. Mary, physical blade. Oh, silver light. Arise, a light of light. We're not done yet.
Dragon swarm.
Run a gale.
All right.
I'm okay. Luna bang. Moonbeam. Eight.
Now, did that not work?
I'm okay. Luna storm. Arise, a light of life. Dawn moon. Moonbeam. Oh, brilliant angels, grant us your favor. Nice. Luna rondo.
Find energy.
Arise, a light of life. Healing circle.
Force squares in the wind.
All right.
Luna storm. Luna ascendant. Luna gale.
All right.
How distressing.
Yeah. Physical blade. Not done yet. New moon blade.
Shiny
Is that the best you can do? I can't just lie around. Arise, a light of life. Moonlight, this isn't good. Oh, everything's spinning.
All right.
We're not done yet. I'm okay. Physical blade. Luna gale. Rise, a light of life.
Find energy.
Healing circle.
Later.
Why'd you run away, Yuri?
The way that fight was going, we would have been eaten in no time.
Although we could have ripped our way out from inside its stomach.
This woman's crazy.
I don't know. I think Judith could pull it off. And that scares me.
Did you really want to fight that monster so badly, Judith?
It's not that I wanted to fight it. I just don't like leaving things half done.
This was a strategic retreat. Come on, it would have been bad if we'd actually been eaten.
Yeah. But we should come back here again.
Yeah, if we feel like it.
Watch my back.
Dragon swarm.
Come, Silver Light!
No way.
Angel Ring!
No way!
Victory calls, and I come.
As you will.
Yes!
I'm glad we won.
We will not go easy on you! The sign of victory!
Yeah!
Yay!
Together now!
They're not working.
Luna Rondo!
Bait! Getting close. Bait again.
Crescent Blade!
Demonic chaos.
Like this? You're
Demonic
finished!
chaos. Dragon Swarm. Demon Fang.
Crescent Blade!
The secret of my strength is a secret.
I can do even better than...
So is that okay? Watch my back.
Transform!
Arise, O light of life! Healing circle! Crescent moon! Arise, O light of life!
Transform!
Careless.
Healing circle! New blade! Luna assistant! Moonbeam! You're finished! Come on!
Repeat! Your tail? Stronger.
Can't figure this out. Man, what a pain.
Why would anyone bother to set up such complicated mechanisms on the ocean floor?
It's a common way to keep intruders out.
The Shaikos ruins were the same way. Places only certain people could enter, that kind of stuff.
So only people who know the correct steps can enter?
Exactly. But if we rack our brains a little, we should be able to figure it out.
So why haven't we figured it out yet?
You tell us, Captain. You're the master puzzle solver.
What? Since when?
Since now. So put on your thinking cap and figure this out.
I can't believe this.
This looks like fun.
Holy power, come to me!
Transform!
First aid! Luna rise, a light of life! Crescent moon! Healing circle! Moonbeam!
Transform!
Silverlight! Angel ring!
victory!
We're strong, unbeatable, unwavering. We are brave Vesperia.
You let your guard down anymore and you'll trip over it.
Come on. I was in such a good mood, too.
You drop your guard more than any of us, old man.
Oh, isn't that just acting?
Oh, my dear Judith, how very perceptive. I guess it takes an adult. Things like this just whiz right over these youngins' heads, you see.
You ever notice how the old man's ears wiggle when he's lying?
Look, Raven's ears are wiggling.
You're right. They really are wiggling.
I never heard anything more ridiculous in my life. You never met anyone as calm and careful as old Raven.
Look at those ears go.
Anyway, the important thing is to proceed with caution, right?
Looking a little spooked.
It's okay, Rapide.
Why do you look so happy, Rita?
Who, me?
Rapide being scared makes you happy. Huh.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
He's just a little nervous around water, that's all.
Exactly. So being on the seafloor is a bit intense for him, right?
A little tough, huh?
Can we just go all out? Lunarize! How's this? Light! Retry How's this? Here it goes! Luna
Resound, O cry of victory!
There are too many.
This is fun!
Dragon Swarm! Raging Blast!
Luna Gale! Oh, Silver Light! New Blade! Angel Ring! Oh, we're not done yet. Oh, Divine Spear, run my enemy through!
No way.
Holy Lance! Oh, okay.
No way. No way.
Okay.
Dragon Swarm!
No way.
Power that tries soul shine! Lunar Havoc! Photon! Oh, okay. Oh, Divine Spear, run my enemy through!
No way.
Holy Lance!
Alright, who's next?
No way.
Okay. Like this?
Dragon Swarm!
Soul shine!
No way.
Crescent Moon!
There's no way we're gonna lose.
Something wrong?
like, could it be?
Oh, what's that?
This is the Maristella.
That's the Maristella? The treasure that you've been searching for?
What? Seriously? Never imagined we'd find it in a place like this.
I've been searching for it for so long, and now I finally found it.
Well, what are you gonna do next? Weren't you gonna use that as a clue to find your grandpa?
But now's not the time.
Wait, but wasn't Ivory the one who hid the Maristella?
Now's hardly the time to be excited over some treasure.
We need to hurry up and beat that scallywag Alexei to a pulp.
With all the henchmen he's got, why would Jaeger come alone?
Well, he did have his two lady friends with him.
Though they didn't attack us.
Who knows? Maybe he thought dying would be the easiest way to solve his problems.
What do you mean?
I'm not too sure myself. Guess there's no looking back now.
We're taking Alexei down. It's that simple.
We can't let the world become any more chaotic than it already is.
It's up to us to stop him.
Everything we've done is for this moment.
Every one of us is ready for whatever may happen. Let's do this!
I guess I can fight. Wind is a wanderer.
Moonbeam! Overpower the Tri-Soul Shot! Blue Silverlight! Transform! Divine Spear, run my enemy through!
Careless. Hey, come on!
Yay!
All right. How about a hug?
I don't think so.
reminds me. You said something about finding a treasure earlier. What was it?
It's the Maristella. Having it in my hands really hoists my honor among pirates.
Whose honor? Is it really that special? That little thing?
It's not only small. If I have an itch on my head, I can use it to scratch it.
You can?
And if I polish it enough, I can use it as a mirror and find any food stuck on my face.
That too?
And if I whirl it around just so, it becomes a deadly weapon.
And even that? Wait, what am I saying? Why do I always get caught up in your spell, Patty?
Merely one of the powers of this symbol.
Really?
You'll fall for anything, won't you?
This'll make good practice.
Don't get careless.
Ha! Now this is my style.
Divine Spear Moonbeam!
Alright, who's next? Guess that worked. Sharp wind is a wanderer's friend.
The sign of victory!
Yeah!
We have a great opening now!
It's nothing personal.
Get out of here!
Oh, power that tries soul shine! Luna
Get out of here!
We're not done yet.
Come, oh Silverlight! Angel Ray!
Dragon Swarm!
Oh, Divine Spear, run my enemy
He's a
through!
wanderer's friend.
The sign of victory!
Keep your eyes on my sword.
New Moon Blade!
Now this is my style. Dragon Retribution!
Luna Oh, Divine
Raging
Spear,
Blast!
run my enemy through!
Wind is a
Luna
wanderer's friend.
Luna
Roll and rage, oh
Delay
vortex. Dragon Swarm!
Blade!
Sharp wind is a
Dragon
wanderer's
Sword!
friend.
Try soul shine!
You know, maybe you should,
Man, could you be any weaker?
Don't get cocky.
Sharp wind is a wanderer's friend. Take this! All right, who's next?
Wasn't supposed to happen.
That was so easy. I guess I can fight.
Divine spear, run like coming through. Come, oh silver light. Perfect blade.
Wanderer's
power
friend.
that tries so shine!
Expand your heavens!
Ludicrous!
Not too shabby for an old man.
Perfect!
I have not. looks easy.
I guess I'll go easy on them.
Take this!
Moonbeam! Later. Silverlight.
Man, could you be any weaker?
Let's just get it over with.
And another! And another! Take that!
Later.
That's far enough. We'll never let you through.
The Royal Guard. Then Alexei must be just up ahead.
He's gotta be. All right, guys, let's do this.
We will not go easy on you. power that drives souls shine! Photon!
And another! Die! Take that!
Ascendant!
Howling rage on the vortex. And another! Take this! Dragon Sword! Sharp wind is take this! Come here! Careless!
Pow hammer!
And another!
Piercing moon!
Get out of here!
No way.
Okay.
Dragons!
Starstroke!
Dragon Sword!
You picked the wrong people to fight with.
I almost feel sorry for them.
Captain, are you all right?
Sodia, Witcher, were you able to withstand Zaude's attacks?
The ships are anchored at a distance. We're the advance party. Those who came after us have divided into small groups and are proceeding with the landing.
You're being cautious.
That's smart. If you came in force and got caught, that'd be the end of that.
From here on, this is our duty. You need to withdraw.
Perky as ever, aren't you? Sorry, but we're gonna ignore you on that one.
If we did that, everything we've done up until now would be for nothing.
I think we should cooperate, but that's just me.
We've all come to defeat Alexei after all.
She's right. We're all here to bring Alexei down.
Well, and save the world in the process, right?
Yeah, I heard.
Okay then, let's all play nice and go pound this guy.
Well, everyone's here. Welcome to the very depths of the ocean.
It's over, Alexei. Don't add to your crimes any further.
Ah, Princess Esteles. How nice to see you up and about. Which tells me Jaeger was useless.
He's dead.
I thought surely he'd come through in the end, but oh, how I was mistaken.
Is toying with the destinies of others how you have your fun?
Alexei, what happened to the ideals you held? What changed?
Flynn, are you still saying things like that?
Nothing has changed except my methods. Absolute power is all that can revive this rotting, stagnant empire.
And just how many lives do you plan to sacrifice to acquire it?
No true reformation could occur so long as I followed the means presented by the empire. You should understand this well.
Whoa. Don't tell me you're actually listening to this drivel.
Nonsense. It's all nonsense. Every word out of his mouth is a lie.
Why have you taken such a hurtful path? Someone of your stature could have found another way.
At times, dreamers must suffer being branded as criminals, but I'll suffer such burdens gladly. I promise to free this world from the Entelakea, from the air, and from this pitiful empire. This world shall be reborn.
I don't give a damn what you're doing this for, but you're making a lot of people cry, and that's enough of a reason to take you down.
There's no turning back now.
How tedious. If you'll excuse me, I'm a very busy man.
He's getting away!
No, he isn't.
Everyone, jump!
Hey, boss. So you really want to go through with this?
Must I put up with such questions, even from you? None of you, none, thinks the Empire is in the right.
The ends don't always justify the means, boss. These kids taught me that.
I could never agree with your way of doing things. A way that is filled with pain. If you truly have no intention of changing your ways, then...
The guilds and the Empire both have good points. You can't just wipe them out and start over.
Using force will surely breed resentment and contempt. You do know that, don't you?
There's no guarantee the world you'd make would be any better than this one.
I didn't place my trust in you so you could force your ideas on the entire world. If realizing your vision requires destruction, then I have no choice but to end you here and now.
All the booty in the world couldn't make me sign on as part of your twisted dream.
Nobody's gonna buy what a bastard like you says.
I see my explanations are wasted on you. The small-minded always fear change. However, all the air in the world is now in my grasp. You have no hope of victory.
Yeah, right. You're still trying to figure out the formula for this place.
What? Rita, what do you mean?
This guy still hasn't completely unlocked Zaude's controls.
Is he just buying time?
Ah, yes, Rita Mordia. How very careless of me.
Are you serious? And you think you can change the world? Don't make me laugh.
How very right you are. Very well, then this will be one more trial along my path to my rightful place as ruler. You will be the first sacrifice made for the new world's dawn. Come!
Whoa. I thought he didn't have all of Zaude's power yet.
He doesn't, but he may have enough.
He's betting the world on this. He's got to pull out all the stops. Let's go.
This world will be reborn. Do not interfere.
I don't remember agreeing to that.
You're a fool to cross swords with me.
Damn, he may be crazy, but he still fights like a commandant.
So, the tool turns on its master.
Tools can kill you if they aren't used properly.
You are foolish to rebel against your destiny.
I've chosen my own destiny. To fight you.
Not a single one of you could best me.
You've chosen the wrong path.
We finish this now.
Dragon Sword!
Bluestorm!
Dragon Sword!
Raging Ice Fang!
All right.
Pointless! We'll win! Raging Ice Fang! Try it! Alright.
Oh, Divine Spear, run mine enemies! Done yet.
Dragon Swarm!
Is that the best you can do? Don't move! Learn again! Divine Spear, run my mission through! Holy Lance!
I'll win! Raging Ice Fang! Alright. Guardian Frost! Blade Worm! Dragon Swarm! Sharp wings is a wanderer's wrath! Dragon! Air thrust! Try out! I'll blow you away! Pointless! Dragon! Alright. Raging Ice Dragon! Try out! Dragon! Watch out! Alright.
Crescent Moon!
Fly, O Holy Sword! Brilliant Cataclysm! That hurt!
Okay, done yet. Is that the best you can do?
You are finished.
I think that's enough for now.
Now the law will give you your due punishment.
You'll be stripped of your title as Commandant.
It's over, Alexei.
Is this the top of Zaude? Is that the core? It's so big.
You continued the analysis this whole time?
We will witness together the might of Zaude.
No! You fool!
Yuri, look out!
Flynn!
Captain!
So the sword turned against me after all. But behold.
I've seen that somewhere before.
That. It was on the mural.
The catastrophe?
It's the Autophagos!
That is the power of Zaude? No, but I thought... This cannot be.
The Autophagos? Did you use that much air?
No. This catastrophe has always waited there.
What do you mean? The Autophagos was never eliminated. It was just sealed off far from sight.
Yes, and now it has returned to spread the ruin it once rained down upon the ancients. And to think, I caused it all. The ultimate irony.
You mean Zaude had been holding it back this entire time?
Look out!
We were never more than worms writhing before an approaching storm. The time has come. Our death draws near. No one can escape its doom.
Shut up already, you bastard!
It seems in the end that I was the greatest fool of all.
Where's Yuri?
I'm sure that he's over there somewhere.
The Autophagos disappeared into the void. Yeah, well, guess they didn't really say they destroyed that thing. They just went off and left this piece of crap remnant behind. Flynn? My room. Why? Didn't think she hated me this much. Oh. Huh? The child of the full moon. The leaders of the ancients possessed an innate power, and were called the children of the full moon. The shrine of Zaude received their lives and power. It sealed the Autophagos away, saving the world.
You have awakened.
Duke. So it was you who saved me.
I couldn't afford to have this sword lost to the sea forever.
Okay. I still owe you my thanks. So the Shrine of Zaude was powered by the lives of the children of the full moon?
Humans brought forth the Autophagos and led it. Consider it atonement. The few remaining children of the full moon, together with the Entelekea, decided on how the world would be. The imperial family are their descendants.
So that's how the Empire started. And that's why that sword, the key to Zaude, will prove a true emperor.
As long as air is used, no one can oppose the Autophagos. For it is born of air itself.
You wanted to stop the Autophagos, too. That's why you were going around calming all the air Krene, right?
Correct.
Why didn't you ask for help from the Empire or the guilds? You could have stopped Alexei if you'd done that.
I have aligned myself with the Entelekea. I have no intention of coexisting with humanity. What's more, the masses of humanity will never come to any accord.
So, what are you trying to do? The Autophagos was too much, even for that ancient civilization.
There is a way.
You say you despise humanity, but what about us? Aren't we human? Why did you give me De Nomos? Why did you cooperate?
You were the only ones who even attempted to communicate with the Entelekea. That is why. Never mind, it is done.
Wait, what are you gonna do?
I will protect our world, our Terca Lumares.
Hold on! Ugh! Damn it!